Since Acumatica is web-based software that runs from a browser, organizations have the unique ability to very easily customize their themes without rewriting a single line of code. Let's quickly visit the Site Preferences, where we'll learn how to define the most general settings for our organization, such as its name, time zone from which most users sign in, the map viewer, interface theme, and any other parameters used when documents are exported to Microsoft Excel. The Site Preferences screen is found in Configuration, Common Settings, and User Settings. Let's first take a look at the General Settings area. These settings will be used for all users unless particular users specify their own preferred settings on the user profile form, for example, time zone or others. Acumatica allows you to define a default screen that users will see when they sign in. You simply select the magnifying glass in the field, select the correct form in the system, and save. If a form is not selected, the home page displays the online documentation list by default. In the next field, you can select the map viewer used for viewing customer, vendor, and corporate locations on the map. This can be selected from the supported viewers available on the hosting server. The next option, Show Text for Grid Action Buttons, indicates that tooltips are shown for the table toolbar buttons. If you don't want any tips to show for the table toolbar buttons, then leave this unselected. Although individual users can select their specific time zone on the user profile form, you'll want to select the time zone in which most of your users are located from this screen. Select the drop-down arrow and choose your time zone. Acumatica allows users to customize the skin of their theme by selecting additional options. Here, you can see that we have an additional theme available to us. The next two fields will allow you to specify a template to be used for sending external links by email, as well as define the URL that will be included in the email sent to users with the status of guest account. Visit the Portal Preferences form to learn more about portal users and settings. In the editor settings, we can easily define the style and size font to be used when editing text. Acumatica allows you to select a number from 1 to 7 to define the size of the text, as well as select from a list of fonts available. Please note that the font sizes indicated here don't mirror the same sizes you'll see in a text editor like Word, since the largest number here is 7. You also have the ability to decide if you would like to use the spell checking function of your web browser. If you do, select the checkbox. If not, leave it blank. The final section contains a variety of settings for documents that you export from Acumatica. There are two checkboxes available, one to include a border to be printed on exported documents, and another to skip fields during the export process that are hidden on the form. This means you won't include columns that you can't see when you're viewing the report in Acumatica. If you decide to include a border, be sure to select the appropriate border color. Below, you'll be able to specify additional font sizes, styles, and color settings for items exported. As always, be sure to save your changes. Now that the most basic settings have been defined or modified, we can continue to discuss additional setup options for your organization, such as branch and user setup.